In 1988, the world of gymnastics was on the verge of meeting its next star. Her name was Julissa Gomez, a 15-year-old girl from San Antonio, Texas, whose grace, determination, and raw power were propelling her toward Olympic glory. Coaches whispered that she could become one of America's brightest athletes. For Julissa, every flip, every landing was a step closer to her dream, to make her family proud, to prove that she belonged among the best. But in May of that same year, during what should have been just another warm-up for a competition in Tokyo, everything changed in a single, horrifying instant. Julissa was preparing to perform a move that only the most skilled gymnasts dared to attempt, the Yurchenko vault. It required sprinting full speed toward the springboard, performing a round-off onto it, then a backhand spring onto the vaulting table before launching into the air. One wrong step, one misplaced hand, and the consequences could be catastrophic. As Julissa ran down the runway, eyes locked on the vault, the crowd watched in anticipation. She hit the springboard, but her foot slipped. In an instant, her body lost control, and instead of soaring gracefully, she was hurled headfirst into the solid vaulting apparatus. The impact was devastating. Gasps filled the arena as Julissa crumpled to the ground, motionless. Paramedics rushed in, and the silence of the audience said it all. They knew this was not a routine fall. Julissa was rushed to a hospital, where doctors discovered the horrifying truth. Her neck had been broken. The injury had severely damaged her spinal cord, leaving her paralyzed from the neck down. For Julissa's parents, it was a nightmare beyond imagination. Their daughter, once full of movement and light, could now only communicate through her eyes. Still, they refused to give up hope. They stayed by her bedside every single day, believing that somehow she would recover, that her strength, the same strength that had carried her through years of grueling training, would bring her back. But fate had other plans. Julissa slipped into a coma-like state, trapped in a world between life and death. For 3 long years her body remained alive, but her spirit, the fierce, determined gymnast, was gone. In August 1991, at just 18 years old, Julissa Gomez passed away from complications caused by her injury. Her death sent shockwaves through the gymnastics community. Coaches, athletes, and officials began asking the painful questions. How could this have happened? Could it have been prevented? And most importantly, how could they make sure it never happened again? At the time of Julissa's accident, the Yurchenko vault was considered one of the most dangerous moves in gymnastics. The equipment, especially the old vaulting horse, was not designed to handle the round-off entry safely. It required absolute perfection, and one tiny miscalculation could lead to disaster. Julissa's tragedy forced the sport to confront this danger head-on. In the years that followed, major safety reforms were introduced. The vaulting horse was redesigned into what we now know as the vaulting table, wider, longer, and with a more forgiving surface. Coaches began using stricter spotting techniques and safety mats during training, and athletes were no longer pushed to perform high-risk moves without proper preparation and equipment. Julissa Gomez's story is heartbreaking, a tale of a young girl whose dream ended before it could truly begin. But her legacy lives on in every gymnast who steps onto that runway today. Every safer vault, every improved mat, every protective rule, all of it traces back to that one moment in Tokyo when the world lost a rising star. In life, Julissa embodied courage and ambition. In death, she became a silent guardian of the sport she loved. Her story is a painful reminder that even in the pursuit of greatness, safety must never be sacrificed for glory. Julissa Gomez never got to stand on the Olympic podium, but in a way she changed gymnastics forever, not through medals or fame, but through the lessons her tragedy left behind. And because of that, her spirit continues to soar higher than any vault ever could.